say is this murder. It's us Ohio boys. Ohio nigga, double O. What's up, yo? Columbus, Akron, Cleveland, Springfield, Dayton, Youngstown. What's up, y'all? Cincinnati too. I ain't forget about you. You know I love y'all niggas.
Nigga like me, man. I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
You niggas is not fucking with me. You would never fuck with me. Huh? You niggas is not fucking with me. You don't got the passion. You don't got the wherewithal. You don't got the determination to be in the seat where I'm sitting. You niggas don't know how to reinvent yourself 1,000 times because you don't have that. You want a man because you believe and you want approval. Approval is not a necessity for me. Approval is a cherry on top. Because a nigga will see your work and you'll get that respect.
Hankin TV is here and the #1 media outlet. If you're not watching Hankin TV, then what you watching?
How you getting facts from some niggas who ain't fact? Only niggas talking crazy is the ones with no motion. Just like the kitchen sink talking crazy about the ocean. And when they mention me, all I'm hearing is emotion.
Stay away from people who's cool with people who ain't cool with you. They play both sides. Facts.
I know I can do what I wanna do what I wanna do.
I don't get mad, I just get money. And laugh at these fuck niggas cause they so funny.
What's the word? What's the word? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I know we had technical difficulties last time. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me see. Oh, we good. We on. We popping. You hear me? I figured out what it was. Man, I had so much stuff going on behind the scenes. Man, I had so many tabs open. I kept getting a notification telling me my FPS, my frames per second was low. I went through there, clicked a couple buttons, and we was on. You hear me?
Shazam!
So we back. We back with the Diddy trial, man. This is the honest to God truth. I ain't just capping saying stuff because it came out. I knew they was going to find him guilty of something. I didn't think they was going to find him guilty of everything, but I knew they was going to find him guilty of something. Also, yesterday, I ain't gonna put the YouTuber's name out there, but she been catching a lot of flack today. She gave out some bad information. She came out, she said Diddy had been found guilty. But then the day when they came back with the not guilty on the RICO and said he was only guilty of 2 of the charges. I'm like, well, how was he found guilty yesterday of 4 and then not guilty today of just the 1? So anyway, to make a long story short, I had even told somebody like, man, it got so many different independent content creators covering this stuff that don't know the law, might have missed something. So, that's on them. We all make mistakes. They catching a lot of flack right now, and I am one of the people who have went with the information. I'm glad I didn't put it out. I know we try to put out 100% facts over here, but I'm glad I didn't put it out. But I did pass it on to a couple other people on the telephone, but come to find out it wasn't true, and they've been on their head today. They definitely been on their head. So what we gonna do? They got the bond hearing coming up. We know they ain't gonna go right into the bond hearing. It's gonna be a minute, so I got a little time to say a few things. This is what I want to say. Boom.
Shazam!
So they found not guilty of the RICO today. I believe he's facing 0 months to 10 years. 0 months to instead of 120 months. We're gonna put it in federal terms. But so now they asking for a bond. They asked the judge for him to be released. The judge denied that, so now they asking for a bond. Now, I'm not victim shaming or taking nothing away from the victims, but I feel like, and not just this case, a lot of cases, man, that people, they try to use the system as a weapon. They try to weaponize the system. Okay. Diddy and Cassie had been done. You know, he had moved on. You know, she went through what she went through with him. She came, hit him with the lawsuit, the 20 mil. She got the 20 mil from Diddy plus the 10 from the hotel, whatever. She wasn't in fear of her life then. The man been locked up almost a year. She came, she testified. They even asked her on the stand. This ain't verbatim, but they had asked her. I want to say, did she still love Diddy? And I think she said something about something to where she said it really wasn't no hard feelings. But far as for him to file for this bond, and for her and another person who was a witness during one of the altercations they had, to write letters to the judge saying they fear for their life and he should deny his bond. I don't think that's right. How could you be in fear for your life now that he's been found not guilty versus before he had even got locked up and you asked for the money? They weaponizing the system, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like he's facing a whole lot of time. Like I said, he's facing 0 to 120 months. He's getting out. So what do you mean you fear for your life from to get on bond? So what you gonna do when he get released? What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So I felt that made me feel a certain type of way, man, for them to write them letters. I can understand them writing letters. Oh, we don't think he should get a bond, blah, blah, blah. But when you say you fear for your life and he coerced people and all this, where was all that energy at before when y'all first broke up and before you got the money and after you got the money? But I told somebody, I think the judge basically, I hope he do get a bond. I think the judge gonna go with it because if something happened to her and they had put them letters in, which there ain't nothing gonna happen to her. If something happened to her and they had put them letters in, it'd kind of reflect and look bad on the judge. I am gonna pull it up. We're gonna pull it up here in a second. We're gonna give it a little time to get it started. I mean, I don't think we don't get in the courtroom anyway, so we're gonna have to get it when somebody come out of the courtroom. So I'm gonna turn it on the TV and I'm gonna keep us up to date on it. But yeah, I wasn't feeling that right there. They write these letters trying to play victim. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, if you fear for your life and all that stuff was so traumatizing for you, what took so long to come out with it? They had been done messing around for years before she even asked for the money, man. So yeah, man, okay, we got one coming up at 5 o'clock on NBC News. That's the one we're gonna roll with. It ain't started yet. Let's find another one. But yeah, man, I don't think that's right, man. That one right there was kind of dirty. Hold on, if I can catch one of my streamers who I've been messing with during this trial, if I can catch one of them live, we're gonna go ahead and roll with them. I'm gonna look for somebody like Udo on the Go, maybe Nick at Night or somebody like that. We'll just roll that to get him some love. Let me see. We got live now from Fox News. We're gonna see what they talking about. Okay, yeah, they just outside the courtroom, so we ain't gonna find nothing out about the bond until after, you know what I'm saying, after they do it, then people come out of the courtroom and report like they did on the verdict, man. But how y'all feeling out there, man? I see some people happy. Yesterday when they came out with the partial verdict, I had caught a post where they saying 50 Cent was celebrating. I don't care what type of beef I got with a man. I'm not gonna celebrate a man. I ain't gonna celebrate nobody getting locked up, man. But we know 50, he been trolling Diddy for years. That's just something I ain't gonna play with, especially when, you know, he was the one in a position where he was a fart away from being locked up his damn stuff, you feel me? Let me see what we got going. Let me see. I see the chat. What's up with it, man? Make sure I hit that like button, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. What's up, Haley? I see you. Thank you for pulling up the Hankin TV. I got some fire content coming up for y'all, man, while we waiting on this Diddy stuff to come on. In more streamer news, we got DDG and Little Reggie. They beefing right now. And the thing about that is it just reflects so much into the beef that go on this side of the internet, man. They beefing, they playing games about each other's deceased relatives, with each other, with DDG going through about his son and stuff like that. You can't escape the beef. We see that. We see with the money always ain't gonna do it. We see what's happening to Diddy. But he got found not guilty of the lesser charges. I think that was a good look. A lot of people thought he was done. And like I say, I ain't gonna take nothing away from the victims, but it's crazy, man, when they bring your bedroom activities and hold that against you. I mean, Diddy was just a freak. Was everything he doing, was it legit? Was it right? Nah. He was just freaky. And then all them people, Cassie, Jane Doe, Maya, why didn't they leave? They gone now. They been gone for a few years. They ain't been messing with him now for a few years. So why wasn't they gone, man? When they was going through that stuff that they say they feel like they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't down with. I'm gonna find this one. Once I find it on the TV, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm just trying to find one where we probably got some news briefs going versus just the ones where they just sitting outside the courtroom. All right, just what I'm gonna do right quick. While we waiting on that, I'm gonna bring this up. Let me see. All right, we're gonna go to this.
So Lulu on his butt.
Hey, make sure I hit that like button. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, man. We on the road to 4K. I appreciate all the new subscribers, man. Make sure y'all get y'all memberships. If y'all ain't got y'all memberships, man, get y'all memberships. I'm telling you, it's gonna be any day. Any day, y'all gonna be getting them notifications. Diddy today live. Hold on, I hope he get a bond, man. Like I was telling somebody else, here we go right here. Since he already been found guilty, he probably only gonna be out on bond for about a month before he go to the sentence. I don't think the judge gonna keep allowing them to push it back and postpone it. So he only gonna be out for about a month. Don't give him a little time to get some of his affairs and stuff some of his affairs in order. But we gonna see if Diddy get a bond, man. We know the struggles he went through in the beginning trying to get a bond, but that's when he had them big boy charges on him. He no longer has them charges on him, so hopefully they rock with him. Boom, there we go. Like I said, we just gonna this one right here, this just outside the courtroom, but I'm trying to find one where they giving us like some updates or something. All right, here we go. We're gonna go to this. We're gonna bop to this one.
Guy right here is dope. Hydration is important, people. Hydration is important, people. Oh, now that's it. It's the last of the Mohicans, bro. You know this man is? You know this man is? Oh, my God. This man don't do that. They bring him things. Come on, this guy's the guy.
Outside the courtroom.
This guy. You know, this is the guy. That's that guy. Cold. ABC News. Run it. Runs it. Runs it. Runs the building. Cold water. Takumi, you know how many Japanese friends and family that I have that I love so much? No Japanese person in the world could hate me, bro, or say anything bad to me. You know this, right? You know that, right? I know everybody that's Japanese. Mikiko, everybody. Who I don't know. Follow my girl, BWNT.
They say they gotta stay and they saying down there, freak offs don't equal Rico. They got the merch and everything.
Yo, we all gonna win. We all gonna win. So you holler at my girl, BWNTEA. BWNTEA. Everybody get it up in the chat. Salute to everybody.
It's my guy Udo on the go. Make sure y'all go subscribe.
Y'all drop my Instagram. If y'all can drop my Instagram link in the chat. Drop my Instagram link in the chat. Drop my Instagram links in the chat. Udo on go. Make sure everybody get on go. We need 10K at least on Udo on go. You know what I'm saying? We need the 1,000. We need all of y'all on there. Everything we doing, they got to see the power of God. They got to see the power of Jesus. They be like, damn, this thing got the 10K already? Yes. Yes, I did. That's what God said. Ask and you shall receive it. So you're going to show them that's the truth. You see it. You know it. You believe me. You know I'm not lying to you. I've never lied to you yet. And I don't plan on lying to you.
Don't see what happens.
I don't plan on holding nothing from my past or nothing. Feel me? Straight up. Same way you can see me cry for God on this. I don't care. I'm holding nothing back. Trust me, we will support each other. We will win together. We will help each other to win. Point blank, period. That's it. We're going to help each other win and not to sin. That's what we're going to do, man. Let's win and not sin, homie.
We're going to see what's going to happen.
Really winning when you're winning without sinning, homie.
We're going to get this
gangsters.
bond.
I'm not saying I'm there yet, but that's a goal for me. You know what I'm saying? That's a goal for me. It's a goal. It's a goal for me, bro. So, you know, God protect us all. God and protect us all. Thank you for everything he done for us. You already know the vibes. We live. We here. Bond approved. The bond approved. Bond approved. Facts. The bond got approved. Facts or not? Yo, Google that. Bond got approved.
Here we go.
Bond approved. Bond approved. Bond approved.
He got a bond.
The bond was approved.
Did he got a bond?
They said the bond was approved. I don't know. I got to check it. They said the bond was approved. They telling me. I don't know. Check it. You got to do a background check, though. You know we got to do a factuals. But I don't see no reason why. You don't see nothing yet. But I don't see no reason why not. So all I'm going to say, after you bust a Rico in the head, I don't see no reason. Better be a bond, son. It's going to be a bond. I'm telling you, I think it is. I think it is, bro.
Are they wishing now?
Everybody follow that link in there, Retired Trojans, pinned it. That is Uda on Go. Instagram, y'all subscribe to that one time, straight up. If you got a wrench in the track, drop your link to your channel. If you got a wrench in that channel, drop the link, not the words, the actual link. If you don't know how to do it, ask somebody with a wrench to do it, if you have a wrench, okay? If you have a wrench, drop the link to your channel. Y'all subscribe to the people that's blue in the chat. Everybody running it up. We all running it up. This is what we doing. This is what we doing, y'all. Let's eat. Let's win. Let's
Letitia,
work.
what's up, Letitia?
Let's work. Sound like Diddy.
Letitia, I see you.
Sound like Diddy. Let's work. Come on. Like, as Jazzy Faye and Diddy? Who was it? Diddy and Nelly? One of them. Oh, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now look, go. Let's work. Essential oil. Y'all seen the oils? Yo, shout out everywhere. Shout out Shade Room. Shout out TMZ. Shout out all the news publications. You know what I mean? That got the last day. Got, you know what I mean? Me and Armand Wiggins in the FO. Pause, but we was live. We was live, bro.
We talking too loud. Hold on. While we waiting on the official bond, the official word to come out, I'm about to see if I can find, we're going to go over a couple of the clips of the not guilty, what they did, found him guilty. Just a little of the coverage. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go. While we waiting for the word to come, it's going to be a minute. Right there. All right.
Visibly overcome with emotion. His feet were shaking under the table as the verdict was being read, and he then got down on the ground, kneeling in prayer when he found out that he had been acquitted on the most serious charges, racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. He turned to his family and he said, "I'm coming home, baby." And there were loud cheers and applauses in the courtroom. We know that his family has been here to support him almost every single day of this trial. They actually just walked out of the golden doors of this federal courthouse here in Lower Manhattan just a couple of minutes ago. And there are a lot, you can't see now because there's a bus here, but there are a lot of supporters here out here for him. Of course, people who also weren't so happy about this verdict. There's a lot of bloggers that have been covering this trial since day one, as well as all the media. We have been out here for almost 2 months at this point. Court is now adjourned for the day, but things are not over because the judge still has to weigh whether or not Combs will be released as early as today. That's what his defense attorneys are asking for, but prosecutors are arguing against that. So they both have several hours. The judge wants letters back from them making their cases at around 1 o'clock, and then we will potentially hear later today whether or not he will be released, Diane. Sean Combs was...
Like I was saying earlier, man, that I think that was dirty. I mean, I ain't taking nothing away from the victim, but far as for Cassie and one of the witnesses from one of the altercations that her and Diddy had, for them to write letters in saying that, you know, both of them say that they fear for their life. Like I say, what they gonna do when he get out? He don't have forever. He don't have forever. He don't have forever.
Hey, I don't know what kind of contest I want to do this.
He facing what? I'll say 0 to 120 months. So he definitely will be out before we know it. And with the federal, by them finding him guilty, we know in the state when you go to trial and you lose, they most likely gonna give you the max. But with the feds, we know they go by the guidelines. We know Diddy, he don't have no prior convictions, felony convictions. He wasn't out here getting in a bunch of trouble, so his guidelines should be low. So he might, he might get some love. Celebrate. Let's say Christian Combs break into celebratory dance and push-ups following Diddy's verdict. Hold on, give me a second. Got that
I'm living the squeeze. Switching it up. I pick you up like this drink in my cup. Ass so fast, she toss and make it jump. She throw it back at me, dropping my blunt. I get paid to stunt. Pull up off the whip in the front. Smoking.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much.
So happy. Big fan from Sweden.
Thank you. Appreciate all the love. Diddy's free. Let's go. Diddy's free. Spread the word.
How you feeling?
They said Diddy free. I mean, he ain't quite free yet, but he on his way. Here we go, another one right here.
For all of those 7 weeks that it's been ongoing, Jerika, good to see you. What's the mood? What are you hearing from where you are?
There are people yelling out a potential verdict, the result. We are not going to report that just yet. The last note that I got from Alice Gaynor, who is inside the courtroom, was at 10:15. The judge said, all rise, and that the jury was being let in. Let's talk about the jury there for a moment. 8 men and 4 women, at least 5 people of color. This is a very diverse jury, and they have been listening to testimony for the last 8 weeks, 7 weeks of testimony, and obviously deliberating in this last week here, the 8th week. But they have heard from 34 witnesses, and 2 key witnesses that are part of this indictment, part of the charges, were Jane, a pseudonym that was used for an ex-girlfriend that he dated from 2021 to 2024, and Cassie Ventura, truly the star witness in all of this. She was with Combs for about 11 years. She said that she met him when she was 19 years old, was signed to his record label, but talked to the jurors and gave women engaged in sex love story.
And don't forget, they also, what was that last week? They threw a few of his charges out. So it really was a weak case. And like I was saying before on past streams, it go to show how they trump up them charges. And we're gonna take it back to what I said before about the drug mule. Dude wasn't even a drug mule. How can you have a drug mule when you get caught with something, when you get caught with less than a gram? They called Diddy with what? 7 Timbs and a few X pills. But one of the things that did throw me for a loop though was the distribution. You know, that was one of the questions the jury had during the deliberation. They wanted to know, like, what was the actual grounds of drug distribution? And the judge says something as simple as just handing some. If somebody asks you, let me hit the joint. If you pass it, let me get a joint. And you pass on that joint, they say that's distribution. They said that's distribution right there, man. That's wild. They said that's distribution. We gonna see. Shout out to the chat, man. Make sure you're hitting that like button, man. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. We on the road to 4K. We on the road to 4K. We gonna see if Diddy gonna get this biz on. We gonna see if he get this bond. It's gonna come out in a minute. I'm just gonna chop it up for a minute. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I just wanted to tap in, get back into the algorithm. I ain't been here for a few days. I see you, Big D TV, baby. Let me see if I can find one for us. We're going to go back to Uda. We're going to go back to Uda on the go and see what they're talking about in front of the courthouse. Let me see. We're going to go here. We're gonna go back in front of the courthouse for a hot second. See if they got the verdict. Got the verdict on the bond yet.
Yo, that judge is wildin', bro. What? You beat the most serious charges, bro. How do they not give you a bail, bro? You beat RICO, anything, because the government is tight. They're tight, they lost, bro. That is some hate. They tight, they lost, bro. That's it, bro. He beat the hardest charges, the ones that you was thirsty to prove. He beat them in the head, and now you don't give the man a bail. That's foul.
Oh, he didn't
Y'all
get
get the
it.
likes on 8 million now. Let's get the likes on 1,000 now. Come quick, fast. Just off the strength of whatever, son. That's crazy.
Damn.
Son. Let's get the likes on 100. Likes on 1,000.
He didn't get the bond, y'all.
Hey, who that?
Shout out
Hey,
to me
Melanin.
two
What's going
times,
on,
man.
man?
Make sure
Salute,
y'all
man.
slap
Salute, man.
there.
Yo, man. Bail is denied,
Hold
y'all.
on. Bail is denied.
I'm happy.
They try to slow down.
Bail is denied, man. Make sure y'all slide through there and check out me two times. Elevate me to you. Slide through there, man. I went and slid through the other morning. She got some nice content over there for you content creators. Y'all need to slide through there. Everybody want to know how to do something. You got to put the work in. Slide through there. She making it easy for us. She doing all the work. All you got to do is sit there and listen and follow along. All right, here we go. They denied the bond. Damn.
Party.
There you go.
Watch out, he happy for him? Watch out, bro. Sorry.
Yes, I'm black man. And I just left out of there. Yes. And Miss President, Miss President, talk to me. Miss Bill denied?
Basically, it was denied.
Denied.
Whatever those letters was, the third-party letters, whatever those third-party letters was, it influenced the judge's decision.
And the third-party letters was the letter from Cassie and the letter from the guy that was a witness to an altercation her and Diddy had, where they both said they feared for their life. I mean, I knew the chances of him getting a bond, I knew it was going to be slim, because if that judge would have gave him a bond and something happened to him, it would have fell back on him. Although Diddy ain't on that, man. Like I say, he ain't got forever. So what's going to be the difference? I mean, what's the difference about when he gets scot-free? They still going to fear for their life? They weaponize the system, man. They just weaponize the system. Like I said, she wasn't interfering in her life before she got the money. After she got the money, they had a little leverage on that. So they sent their letters saying they feared for their life. We already know what the outcome's gonna be when somebody say they fear for their life. You know what I'm saying? They say Diddy still rich, somebody in trouble. Man, I don't even think Diddy, man, mess with. Oh, and another thing that hurt Diddy, don't forget, early when he first got locked up, remember they was saying he was still reaching out to the witnesses and stuff. And I think it was one person said he had contacted them like over 100 times. You know what I'm saying? They said he had contacted them. Oh, shout out me two times for becoming a member. Definitely appreciate it. I told y'all, get y'all memberships, man. Get y'all memberships. I appreciate it. I'll be over there. I seen you live yesterday, but I was kind of... See, this is what happened when you go live. When you go live, I got to be posted up and ready because there's so much information being given. I got to be able to take it in. I just can't listen to that on the go. But I seen you live yesterday. I'm gonna go back and check out the replay because you definitely was giving out some fire information over there. Thanks for the membership. They say the letters from Cassie and her lawyer got bail denied. Yeah, it was Cassie, it was her lawyer, and I forgot the guy's name. It was one of the guys that was present during the time Diddy and Cassie got into it. He told me he had to jump on Diddy's back or something, man. He said he had to jump on Diddy's back. He said he feared for his life. Cassie said she feared for her life. Oh, he ended his live. But I knew it was gonna be hard for him to get that bond. We was just hoping for the best, you feel me? Like I said, man, anytime somebody say they fear for their life, it's basically a wrap. But the thing about it is he only facing 0 to 120 months. He beat the biggest charges. They threw out some charges. So I think he got a fighting chance. And this is the thing too, okay, with the victim. Cassie and Jane Doe both saying that they was participating in the freak offs, trying to prove they love and they want to be down. After you do something so many times, man, it's against your morals and principles, it's time to tap out. You ain't gonna keep doing it, you know? So I ain't going for that, man. I ain't taking nothing away from the punching up, from the violence of it, hitting on her and stuff like that. But as far as them freak offs, they was participants, man. It definitely was participants. That's crazy. They denied the bond. Like I said, he probably go to sentencing maybe a month. Probably only take a month to go to sentencing. Don't forget he got what? Almost a year in jail time credit. That's gonna go towards his sentence. I don't see the judge maxing him all the way out. So he good. He got some wiggle room. It could have been way worse. It could have been worse for him. It definitely could have been worse. They said they was too quiet for too long. Most definitely. That's why I said, what took so long? That's what I was saying about Cassie. Somehow she feared for her life. But if you fear for your life, what took you so long to even ask for that money? Some years had went past before she even asked for that money. I feel like if a person, a victim, something happened to them, they telling right off the rip. They ain't gonna wait till the perfect timing or the Me Too movement or some other stuff happen. You know, when you a victim, you're gonna go right then and there. You ain't gonna wait. But I feel like the judge's his hands was tied. He had to do that by them people saying they feared for their life. You say free Diddy, man, free all the people, man, in this next case. I know I did 15 years, so man. But I can say, hopefully, y'all can tell too. People do change in time. I did 15 years. I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure a person like that, man, who had the world basically in the palm of their hand, I'm quite sure he done learned the lesson. Even if he do continue with the freak offs, I bet he'd probably be more discreet with them. He learned something. He definitely learned something. They denied the bond, man. Damn. I kind of figured that. But what we going to cover tomorrow, Charleston White been going crazy. Charleston White, him and Woody, they've been bickering back and forth. I might cover that tomorrow. This is what we doing tomorrow. Tomorrow we doing the DDG and Reggie, girl, he too funny. We're going to cover that situation because this is dealing with some streamers. They pulling out all the stops. They bringing up each other's deceased family members and stuff like that. And one of the things in this show, man, it's all with the Charleston White thing. Oh, I got a good one for Charles. I think it's going to be either or. I ain't going to set it in stone. We're either going to do the Charleston White or we're going to do the DDG and Lil Reggie. A few days ago, about a week ago, I covered the story where Steve Will Do It had hit Charleston White up to come do some content. Charleston White said they didn't say nothing about no money, so he didn't go do it. Him not knowing who Steve Will Do It is, I said it did. I said, man, it ain't always about the money, it's about the relationships. And I don't believe Steve Will Do It did what he did to prove a point to Charleston White. So Charleston White didn't go do the content, talked about the man, talked about his family. A week or two later, Steve Will Do It turned around and bought Chief Keef a Ferrari and a Range Rover. People look at like, why he spend that money, man? It's content. Steve Will Do It in the Note Boys. He got a whole big clique. That's what they do. They do content. You know, when you go do them videos like that, that's gonna bring money back in due to the content going out. It had 1 million views on Twitter in less than a day. If it wasn't less than a day, it was right at a day. It had 1 million views. So that's gonna show, man, it ain't always about money, man. And sometimes connections. I ain't gonna say sometimes connections is worth more than money. It ain't about what you know, it's about who you know. But Charleston White didn't know who dude was, and this is one of the things I said. When it comes to big money, you ain't gotta talk about money. You know what I'm saying? Him not knowing dude got a bag, man, come on through and do this content, I'm gonna break you off. That's how big money do. We ain't even gotta discuss numbers. Come through, you do what you gonna do, and I'm gonna break you off, man. So he didn't do it, talked about the man crazy. Oh, they called me over there to do some content, but they wasn't talking about no money, and talked about the man he talked about the man so bad, I didn't want to play the video. I didn't even play the video on my channel, because it was damn near a hate speech. And the thing about it was, see, Steve Will Do It, he used to do content with 6ix9ine. And he used to do content with 6ix9ine due to it was being content. Steve Will Do It is not a street cat. He ain't in the rap industry. He's a Caucasian guy, got a lot of money, do content. So he linked up with 6ix9ine and started doing content because first of all, he had that bag. 6ix9ine was trending real heavy at the time. So what happened was 6ix9ine went on one of his streams and was dissing the Chicago people, dissing Lil Reese, and 6ix9ine also took Chief Keef's baby's mama's, I ain't gonna say baby mama, took his child's mother shopping. Steve Will Do It, he don't know what's going on. He don't know these people. He don't know the beef that 6ix9ine is bringing him into. So people were like wondering, like, y'all gonna understand more tomorrow when I break the whole story down. I got the video already edited and everything. They wondering like, why will Chief Keef accept these gifts from dude when he was linked up with 6ix9ine and 6ix9ine took his child's mother and took her shopping because they was beefing. Man, dude was putting out content he didn't know, and that's another thing that's going on with the guy, Lil Reggie, that's beefing with DDG. He had some rappers on his stream. Now it's another group of rappers. They mad at him because he had them rappers on his stream. It's just crazy, man. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense going on. Now they mad at him and they beefing because he had these group of guys on his stream. It's just wild. And that's the thing about some of these streamers. I ain't gonna say a lot of them. Some of these streamers, man, don't be knowing what other people got going on. You know, the platform, for me, the platform is just that, what it is, a platform. You know, as far as we're gonna use for example, interviewing ops. Okay, if I interview your op, you also got an opportunity to come and tell your story. You can't get mad at the platform. The platform ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the platform, the person that's providing the platform ain't even aware of what's going on. But it's just a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. I got to get back in the other room. I ain't been here in about a week. We probably even gonna go up on the 4th. We probably even gonna do something on the 4th. There ain't no days off. I just been having a lot of stuff going on. This business it's definitely business. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. Damn, they didn't get my boy Diddy bond. He'd be out. He's short. He was happy. The one video we watched, you heard they say his feet was, he was so happy and so nervous, his feet was shaking under the table. Let me see what we got. I'm about to bounce. I'm going to probably cover one more thing right quick for us. Then we're going to get on up out of here. I just want to just cover that bond right quick and speak on them letters. I definitely didn't agree with them letters, man. I did not agree with them letters. Saying they feared for their life. They definitely weaponized the system. I got to screen these Charleston Whites first. Charleston White be talking so crazy. You got to screen them. He blew my whole channel up. And not only is he beefing with Lil Woody, he got smoke with Cam Newton. But this is it right here. This is it right here. Streamer Steve Will Do It bought Chief Keef a brand new Ferrari and Range Rover. So we're gonna cover that tomorrow, or we're gonna cover the DDG and Lil Reggie situation that's going on. We're gonna cover that. Let me see what else I got. Yeah, I got a lot of Charleston Whites in here, but like I said, I gotta be careful. He be low-key giving hate speeches. Well, I've seen some people saying like Diddy, he done gave hip hop a black eye. I ain't going for that. You can't hold a whole, I ain't gonna say a culture, but a whole genre accountable for one person. And just think about the stuff that's going on that we don't know about. We've been hearing about them Diddy parties for years. We've been hearing about them Diddy parties for years. We'll do a little bite. We'll do a little bite of Charleston. What time I go live? I go live probably about, it's gonna be between 4 and 6 Eastern Standard. It'll be between 4 and 6 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. But I'll usually be on a solid schedule, usually be like 6 Eastern. But tomorrow's gonna be between 4 and 6. It'll be between 4 and 6. Let me get us a refresh. And say celebrities continue with their responses following the verdict in the Diddy trial. We know Ray J got something to say. Funk Flex, I think Cassie has been through a lot, especially at a young age. She is such a nice person and always gave off good energy. I hope her and her family overcome all the pain they are going through. Cassie, I believe you. I love you. I can't personally say she don't fear her for her life, but it's just kind of like really hard to believe because, like I said before he got locked up, what was you doing? Was you fearing for your life? And if you feared for your life before he got locked up, why did it take so long, man? Why did it take so long? Judge refuses to grant bail again, says defendant still a danger to community. Even defense admitted to his violence. Judge, even if the defendant was solely required to show that he is not a danger to the community, he could not meet that burden prior to trial. The court denied bail and sees no reason to reverse that now. The defense conceded the defendant's violence. It's cool. He on his way. It's all downhill now. I do got to give it up, though, to the independent content creators that was out there. They definitely turned the Diddy trial into a spectacle. They was giving up some good coverage. They was giving us some stuff that we couldn't get by the court, by the cameras not being allowed in the court. They was out there giving it up for him. There's a lot of people for Diddy. After the verdict, they was out there. Armand Wiggins. We know about Armand Wiggins. He was out there with the baby oil. But he on his way. And for you content creators out there, you see what happened when you put in the work. It definitely blew up a lot of people. A lot of people got him a name and got a nice little following for taking the time out, going down there to the Diddy trial. That's my boy you was watching. Who that? Me too. My fault. I'm on a different screen. Guilty on 2 counts and still facing 20 years. But the 20 years is the 2 charges he got found guilty on. They both carry 10. I don't see the judge. Okay, older, that's my guy. I don't see the judge sentencing him what they call consecutive, meaning do one sentence and doing the other one. I see the judge sentencing him concurrent, which means if he give him 10 on this case and 10 on that, running the concurrent, mean he put it together and he'll just do 10 and it'd be over with. So he definitely got a little wiggle room. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. I'm about to go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and blow the spot. Y'all know over here at Hankin TV, man, we always go out with a prayer. Bow y'all heads, man. Make sure y'all be tuned in tomorrow. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We on the road to 4K. I got some fire content coming for y'all, man. So at the Hankin TV, we go out with the prayer, man. Just bow y'all heads.
We leave, before we get out here, I'm finna pray for everybody. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pray with me. You get what I'm saying? Bow your head. Real talk, bow your head, man. Because this here is serious. You get what I'm saying? Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we come to you today. Thank you for everything you done for us. You get what I'm saying? I want you to keep pushing me. You understand me? Push me in the right direction. You understand me? You get what I'm saying? Watch over my people, you know what I'm saying? Cover them, you know what I'm saying? Guide them, shield them, you get what I'm saying? Watch over the people that don't like me, you get what I'm saying? I love them too, you get what I'm saying? Look at my neighbor and tell my neighbor I love my neighbor too, you get what I'm saying? God, I ask you that you push me to keep elevating, you get what I'm saying? Keep pushing me to turn up, you know what I'm saying? My vision is too big for this, you get what I'm saying? My vision is too big in my head, you know what I'm saying? I ask that I reach there, you know what I'm saying? I ask that I climb to the top, to the highest mountain, you understand me, that you have built, you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, amen, in that way.
Enjoy life, smile every day, fuck what I gotta say.
I had to make it look juicy for her.
I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody like a definition of hanking. In Dayton, you know, people selling drugs, they call it hanking. You know, if a nigga was selling a lot of dope, they like, you know what I'm saying, I'm hanking.
Yeah.
So what I did it took and put a positive spin to it, you know. So I took the word hanking and I made it stand for when you can supply the demand and consistently turn a profit.
This is a certified hood classic.
We've been had money. Money ain't nothing without us being together. It don't make no difference if you the maid or if you the motherfucking bodyguard. Everybody get extras around here, friends benefits. Everybody travel from place to place and kick it with each other, and every place is like home.
Love Chyld got that sauce.
Let's get it.
Welcome to my city, Westwood, they know Ohio. Midwest players and hustlers, check the bio. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. I'm in love with the game. Run, Hopper, Norris, Cole. Ohio player self-made. Jam City, we on gold.